Scientists have been actively working to raise awareness about climate change and its devastating impacts on the environment, human health, and the economy. However, some Christians have been hesitant to accept the scientific consensus on climate change, often citing religious or political beliefs. In response, scientists have employed various strategies to engage with Christians and address their concerns about climate change. While some may view these efforts as manipulative, they are primarily aimed at promoting a fact-based understanding of the issue and encouraging Christians to take action to mitigate its effects. One approach scientists have taken is to frame the discussion of climate change in moral and ethical terms, which resonates with Christian values. Many Christians believe in the importance of stewardship and caring for God's creation, and scientists have sought to appeal to these values by emphasizing the moral imperative to protect the planet and its inhabitants from the ravages of climate change. For example, the Evangelical Environmental Network, a Christian organization, has partnered with scientists to raise awareness about the impacts of climate change on the poor and vulnerable, highlighting the need for Christians to take action to reduce their carbon footprint and support policies that promote sustainability. Scientists have also sought to engage with Christian leaders in communities directly, building relationships and fostering dialogue about climate change. This approach has involved partnering with Christian denominations, churches, and organizations to develop educational resources, host events, and promote advocacy campaigns. For instance, the National Association of Evangelicals has worked with scientists to develop a series of educational materials on climate change, which have been distributed to churches across the United States. By engaging with Christian leaders and communities, scientists aim to build trust and credibility, addressing concerns and misconceptions about climate change in a respectful and empathetic manner. Another strategy scientists have employed is to emphasize the scientific consensus on climate change, highlighting the overwhelming evidence that supports the conclusion that human activities are driving global warming. While some Christians may be skeptical of the science, scientists have sought to reassure them that the evidence is clear and compelling, and that the vast majority of climate scientists agree that climate change is real, human-caused, and requires immediate attention. To this end, scientists have developed simple, accessible explanations of the science, avoiding technical jargon and emphasizing the key findings and implications of climate research. In addition, scientists have sought to promote a sense of urgency and agency among Christians, encouraging them to take action to reduce their carbon footprint and support policies that address climate change. This has involved highlighting the opportunities for Christians to make a positive impact, such as by reducing energy consumption, investing in renewable energy, and advocating for climate policies that prioritize the needs of the poor and vulnerable. By emphasizing the potential for collective action to address climate change, scientists aim to empower Christians to take ownership of the issue and work towards solutions that align with their values and faith. Some critics have argued that scientists are manipulating Christians by using emotional appeals or selectively presenting data to support their claims. However, the vast majority of scientists are motivated by a genuine desire to communicate the facts about climate change and promote a more sustainable future. While scientists may use persuasive language or storytelling techniques to engage their audience, their primary goal is to convey the scientific consensus and encourage Christians to take action based on the evidence. In conclusion, scientists have employed a range of strategies to engage with Christians about climate change, from framing the discussion in moral and ethical terms to emphasizing the scientific consensus and promoting a sense of urgency and agency. While some may view these efforts as manipulative, they are primarily aimed at promoting a fact-based understanding of the issue and encouraging Christians to take action to mitigate its effects. By building relationships, fostering dialogue, and emphasizing the opportunities for collective action, scientists can help Christians to understand the importance of addressing climate change and to work towards a more sustainable future. Ultimately, the goal of scientists is not to manipulate Christians, but to empower them to make informed decisions about climate change and to take action to protect the planet and its inhabitants.